Welcome to the Agility in Real Life podcast, Take 5 in Real Life. Now your hosts, Mike Studeman, Jeff Lee, and Pat Campbell.
Welcome back to Take 5 IRL, Take 5 in Real Life. I'm Mike Studeman, a partner at Agility IRL, and your host for this episode. I'm pleased to be joined yet again by Ben Floyd, a fellow certified Scrum Trainer, and can I call you an expert in artificial intelligence?
Uh, I'd like to think I am, but I would say it's still learning phase. There's just so much to learn.
I'm going to call you an expert because Ben knows a lot. If you haven't watched any of our prior episodes on the topic, please check them out. Well, today, Ben, I wanted to talk a little bit about how artificial intelligence can impact the product owner accountability on a Scrum team. So I'll give you as our expert first swing at this. What are some ways that you see AI impacting the product owner accountability?
Boy, what a great time to be a product owner, and having this tool. I think this tool is amazing. It can help a product owner with things as stakeholder management, scope creep. Um, if you're so far behind on a schedule or a product, what are some ways that we can catch up? The tool itself that a product owner can use is boy, it's built for product owners. It is in every aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I just thinking about it, putting a draft product vision into AI, getting AI's feedback on that, user story mapping, user story writing, product backlog refinement, all good, I think, applications for AI. What about, I mean, obviously, there's always concerns here. Any big concerns that product owners need to watch out for as they're maybe putting a product backlog into AI and asking the AI to refine it?
So it goes into one of two camps right now, and this is probably where it's going to stay for a while, is whether or not it's an approved tool for your company to use, or it's not an approved tool, or your company has a no AI policy. And if it's an approved tool, I would just learn AI inside and out and maximize the usage of that AI tool more than you use email. You should be using it that much if you're a product owner. If it's not an approved tool, there's a number of tools out there that are marketed just towards project managers and product owners. And boy, do you need to be careful. You need to respect your company's policy if it has a no AI policy or unapproved tools, because you have no idea of once you hit submit, who controls that data, who controls that information. Maybe it's trade secrets. Maybe it's even worse than that for top secret type of clearance type
Sure.
of information. You don't know who on the other end of that has that data now. So as a product owner, you do need to be careful with the tool that you're using.
So be careful with the tool. You're telling me I got to read that fine print, apparently, which I'll be the first one to admit I don't always read that. So product owners out there, anyone using AI out there, make sure you're reading that fine print on what are they going to use the data that you're submitting for and who owns it moving forward. Are there other areas that you want product owners to take a look at using AI in, Ben?
You mentioned a couple that I think really help the teams right away, which is product backlog refinement. We'll call them user stories. Um, Having the user stories refined and ready to go is so much easier now with this tool and so much better. If your company gives you access to huge amount of data sets and data analytics to be able to prioritize differently based on what those data analytics come back and tell you. This one's going to be worth this much more to the
Sure.
company or affects this much more of the users. Well, that should be a higher priority than this one that I really liked, but apparently it only helps about 10% of the people. So the information and decision making that a product owner can glean from their data sets and from data analytics just by inputting those into AI will tremendously affect the team's value of what they're producing sprint over sprint.
Yeah, so not just breaking down work, but actually prioritizing the work based upon user data, customer data. Huge implications there for the product owners in our viewership.
Think about if you could go back and take a look at your technical debt
Mm.
and use that against data analytics from your company. How many users are being affected by this? Oh, 75%. We should probably prioritize this as really high up instead of that new shiny object we are going to build. So it's not just for refinement. It's not just for better written stories. It really has true value from building new things to resolving old problems.
Yeah, I love that example. I think I could also see a case for AI providing us some data analysis around. We have some users that are saying, you have to fix this, you have to fix this, you have to fix this. And when we put it into AI looks at our support tickets or looks at our phone call volume and goes, it really isn't impacting that many people. It's really impacting you. And yes, you're valued to us, or you're valuable to us as a user or customer, but we're not going to deal with it right now.
It's that one guy out of Utah that keeps calling. He calls 5 times a week and he's got the most stories, but it's not impacting the rest of our users.
And I think all organizations, at least all product development organizations, have those types of users and customers. Well, Ben, I think we should definitely queue up another episode talking about how AI can help the product owner. But you've given our viewers a lot to think about here in this short little
Great.
bite-sized episode. So I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me back, Mike.
Thanks all of you for viewing, and look for additional episodes with Ben on artificial intelligence moving forward. Thanks and have a great day.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Take5IRL podcast. If you like it, please go ahead and share it with someone, as well as like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Also, leave us a comment or a suggestion for a future episode. Again, thanks for listening, and we look forward to you joining us next time on the Take5IRL podcast.